Somebody is playing the new Castlevania. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's fine. Bandai Namco. Soul Calibur 6.
Soul Calibur 6.
Perfect. So, I know 2B was announced, but I wonder when she comes out. I don't know if there's a specific date or what. It's probably like November or something. Let me just double check. Hang on just a moment. Download kind of tier story and new customization options. Okay. So yeah, it'll pop up in there once they're ready. Okay, that's fine. Also, I've been looking at some of the character creations. I've altered them slightly, but there's going to be a few people that I'll like show off as far as creators and what I've got. So we finished Oswell the other day. We're going into Ivy. Yeah, well, I don't even have to explain. It's Ivy. So, let's go. The Fall of the Valentines.
Though born to the noble house of Valentine, the young lady knew not only good fortune, but also despair. Her father delved into alchemy in search of the key to eternal youth, Soul Edge, but found only madness and death. As a result, their house met with ruin. Her mother, before being consumed by a terrible illness, revealed to her they were not related by blood. Even so, the young lady's love for her parents was unfaltering. Following in the footsteps of her father, she devoted her life to alchemy and eventually found herself faced with the truth about Soul Edge.
I actually wonder what they're going to do for her.
This can't be Soul Edge. This evil thing. This what drove my father to madness? Soul Edge. Such a thing not belong in this world. On my family's name, I vow to destroy it with my own hands.
Okay. You go, girl.
If Soul Edge is indeed the strongest weapon of all, I shall need to obtain an even stronger weapon with which to destroy it. I know exactly what I need. A shape-shifting blade, sword and whip that obeys my will. That is the... But how?
That's specific.
Damn, I refuse to give up.
Really, really specific.
What in the world?
I, Cross of the Pledge, shall confer upon thee the point in the escutcheon of destruction, Dexter Purpure.
What?
It's alive!
Was that English?
Did I succeed?
Yes, Dexter Purpure.
Wait, who are you?
The time will come. It is inevitable.
Just
What is this
you
gobbledygook?
wait, Soul Edge. With this sword, all shall be carved to pieces.
What? Okay. Seeker of Soul Edge. Ivy set out on a long journey in search of Soul Edge, a mysterious being who had breathed life into her beloved sword. Along the way, she encountered many people, including another who sought Soul Edge.
You must be that
Oh,
woman from the
Songbina.
west who's searching for Soul Edge.
What if I am?
Who are you to insult the Sword of Salvation?
Sword of Salvation? Aren't you a fool? Let me give you some advice. If you really do nothing, then it's best you turn now, little girl.
Don't treat me like a child. Let's see how your sword fares me.
It's surprising how close Songbina actually gets. It is so surprising. It's like if Keelik failed, I guess she would be the alternative, but that's...
Know your place! Know your place!
I'm trying to get a specific grab, but I'm not getting it. It's fine. Also, this is going to be fairly obvious as this goes along, but I'm not good with Ivy.
Frustration here.
I'll make you submit. Enjoy your treat. Give it up already. What a kill. It's over for you. Stand down.
Battle to fight.
What? Here you go.
Know your place. Stand down. I'll make you submit. Enjoy your treat. You missed your chance for mercy.
You're strong.
Fight.
Oh, it's a shoulder charge. There's no reach on that at all.
Know your place. Predictable. Now let's enjoy this.
So obvious. Frustration here. Too slow.
I'll make you submit. Enjoy your treat. Give it up already.
Okay.
No, I'm not done yet.
More fighting will only end in the same result. You're too weak. Farewell.
Hey! Get back!
So, I'm not the only one looking for Soul Edge.
The answer is no. You are not the only one. Oh. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna not bring that up, but it was funny. Face to face with the Azure Knight. Her seemingly never-ending journey led her to Ostrainsburg, and the benefactor she was searching for, Nightmare. The Azure Knight Azure armor he wore covered him from head to toe, leaving only his mutated arm exposed. Though unable to hide her curiosity at the sight, Ivy knew she had to repay her debt. Her debt?
I've been waiting for you, Dexter Pure. What bothers you? Is it my appearance? Do I remind you of a demon?
No, I would shake hands with a demon if it aided revenge. I aim to pay my debts.
Is that so? In that case, Dexter Pure, I shall require your assistance. My will shall be done.
Name does not sit well.
What is that name? What does that even mean? Nightmare told Ivy if his wish to return his father's soul to this world through the art of resurrection. Nothing about this situation appeared normal. To make matters worse, she found something decidedly uncouth about the companion with whom she would be working, a hulking giant by the name of Astaroth, Harvester of Souls.
Look at you! Flee for your lives! Escape is futile!
Impetuous fool! Soul harvesting? Don't make me laugh. I can't give up!
You can. Oh, there it is.
Die! Enslave another prisoner to the thorns!
Hey! Why'd you let him go?
You kill too much. We have enough for now.
Does it matter? Plenty of them! And resurrection requires many more.
Even so, you should show restraint. I am not here to assist you in the massacre.
Curious thing. And Astaroth's just following that for whatever reason. The power of resurrection. Ivy understood all too well the pain of losing a father, but massacring people and harvesting their souls to bring someone back was something she couldn't countenance. Her anguish ran deep.
Alchemists have strived to achieve resurrection, but to no avail. All this is to bring your back. But could it all really be so simple? His
No.
words have no ring of truth to them. does that fiend have such an unquenchable thirst? I'm done. I cannot go on like this.
So much for that debt to pay. Again, I get it. But she shouldn't have helped him in the beginning. So, a hidden truth. Ivy decided to part ways with Nightmare and company. However, Astaroth wasn't simply about to watch in silence as she cut ties with them.
And where are you going?
I'm fed up
To the
with your
moon.
methods.
Oh.
It's as simple as that. And I have my own purpose.
Your own purpose? You fool. The soul edge you search for has been in front of you all this time.
While I admit or does emanate an unusual aura, it would be pointless to keep me so close. He knows I seek to destroy Soul Edge.
So naive.
I suggest you wipe that smile off your face. Or would you prefer me to wipe it off for you?
Irksome wench! You'll see. As of right now, you're on my list of souls to harvest.
Battle 1.
Fight!
Enough of your foolhardiness!
You're mine! I'm done playing nice!
Okay, I need to get out of this combo string. Thank you.
You're mine!
I'll make you submit! Enjoy your treat! Give it up already! Predictable!
Battle 2.
Fight!
Submit!
I honestly don't know how people play with Ivy, because I'm trying to figure out these commands. I don't know how they work.
It's over for you!
You're mine! You're mine!
Tame you! No one escapes me!
You look like a mouth fight! You're mine!
I can't. I'm stuck in this loop.
I've never liked you!
That makes it mediocre! Time for you to pay! I'll make you submit! Enjoy your treat! Perhaps now you'll tell me what you know.
Again, Ivy is a character? Great. Can't stand her weapon or how to use it.
You impudent little spare vessel!
Spare vessel?
What? Oh, I'll head there now.
Way?
I have more important fish to fry. Don't worry, your turn will come.
Don't you walk away from me. Tell me what you know.
Her story continues? Yes. Cursed bloodline. Racked by inexpressible anxiety, Ivy decided to ask Nightmare himself for the truth, but the closer she got to his living quarters, the more anxious she became, until it was written all over her face. How did she get such notoriety then? Like, she hasn't really done much to cause harm.
Why?
Wouldn't if I were
Hey,
you.
Taki.
You win in your present state.
Out of my way! I don't care who you are, but perhaps you could share with me what you know.
This blade contains a fragment of soul edge. It is reacting violently to your weapon. And to you. You seek the truth, but perhaps you already know. Daughter of the cursed sword.
That's not possible!
Taki, why would you bring that up? Why would you do it? Why, girl?
Battle 1. Fight!
I'm the daughter of the cursed sword!
It's the truth. Accept it. Leave this place. Leave
I'm starting to remember a little bit of the moveset.
It's over for you! I'll make you submit!
Spin to win.
I'll seal you.
You ain't sealing shit, girl. Well, not this time.
Battle 2. Fight!
No escaping slave!
Okay.
You leave me no choice.
So her moveset's a little weird because it's not about forward attacks, it's about backward attacks. And in a fighting game, not the best.
Blade! Show me your power!
Evil powers can't hurt me.
Sorry, Taki.
You know nothing!
You have strength. Strength that comes from evil.
Get away from me!
Believe me or not. But I've fought one who wielded the cursed sword before.
Do not take me for a fool!
Eldritch aura that enveloped you. If I closed my eyes, I'd believe it was Cerberus himself. Think, who is your real father?
You're lying!
So long.
I refuse to believe it until I see it for myself. Nightmare.
How would you...
Damn you! I never crossed paths with Nightmare, It appears someone defeated the Azure Knight. As for what happened to Soul Edge, I know not. It's possible the one who vanquished Nightmare has it, or it could have been destroyed. Still, I feel it. A terrible evil calls out to me from somewhere in the world. Yes, I have accepted my fate. I am daughter to the cursed sword, the heir of an accursed lineage. So I have made a vow to obliterate the cursed sword and rid my own blade of evil. That is the sole purpose for which I now live.
A noble cause. Although it's not really her burden to bear necessarily, it's just her bloodline, basically. But yes, being Cervantes' daughter is canon, so it's one of those things. Oh! Okay then, I did unlock Cervantes' story. That's kind of cool. Let's go. From a single Spock. Why is it so late? Well, we'll see.
Cervantes de Leon was a pirate captain who struck fear in the hearts of all who sailed the Atlantic. The moment he laid hands on Soul Edge, its overwhelming power transformed him into a terrible fiend. However, two great powers opposed him: the holy warrior Sophitia, blessed by the gods, and Taki, a demon-hunting ninja. Together they defeated Cervantes, destroying part of the sword in the process. Consumed in hellfire, Cervantes' body was reduced to ash. Though it appeared his ambitions had thus come to an end, it was not to be.
What do we got? Ooh, lightning. What's up, Nightmare? That didn't take much.
That man's over there again. Looks kind of difficult to approach. What's he doing? Just staring at that shipwreck?
Hey, I'd steer of him if I were you. Pirates used to hang out around there. Got quite a history.
So, it's a pirate ship?
The Arian. For the longest time, I have been lost in thought. I no longer know who I am. I forgot.
But you know the
important. Yes, that's it.
The Pirate King returns. Despite the immense power of his soul, Cervantes found it difficult to recover his full strength after his resurrection. Then, one stormy night, a former crew member who bore a grudge against him attacked.
I never thought for you'd actually be here, Captain. I mean, Captain Cervantes.
Right. That's my name. Cervantes.
What do you mean? The Adrian? Tail end? Ring and eels?
Cut the small talk. Sounds like you're asking for a fight. Well, here I am. You do know how to use a sword, don't ya?
Yeah, of course I do.
Never mind. It's fine. Not the most ambitious story to be told here. It's like they don't explain his body. They don't explain if he's undead or what. Although it is to be assumed that he is just undead.
Sinking darkness! Get ready!
Also, my moveset seems to be limited. Also, if you couldn't tell, one of my mains is definitely Cervantes. It may not seem obvious, but yeah.
Not so fast! Sinking darkness!
God, and they're cooking something in the kitchen that smells putrid.
I'm back! The roar of the
Nice.
storm. The tide of blood. It was here all along. Ah!
Ah.
I owe you one. Why so afraid? Is it my rage? I always so quick to...
Yes!
Answer me. Who am I?
You're the great pirate Captain Cervantes.
And what was the creed of the great pirate Cervantes?
Steal and then murder. No, please!
Now this next question is real important. Was I the type of guy to show benevolence towards someone begging for their life?
Blinded by the cursed sword. Although Cervantes' lost memory had begun to return to him, he spent more time thinking about the feel of Soul Edge in his hands than of his time as a pirate. His mind had become a thrall to Soul Edge once more.
Soul Edge. I feel fragments of Soul Edge are buried in my flesh. The blade, when it shattered, its power is the only reason I'm not a pile of ash right now. Still, it's not enough. This power, this weapon, neither compared to when Soul Edge belonged to me. Soul Edge, I'll make you mine no matter what it takes.
Fragments of the sword. Cervantes could sense that the shard of the Soul Edge was as potent as ever. However, if grasping the sword meant surrendering control of his mind all over again, it would all be for naught.
There were two. One must still remain. I feel it. Soul Edge exists, and it's not far. But even if I get my hands on it, none of it will matter. Reduced to a mere puppet again. I shall become Soul Edge's master. To do that, I need much more power.
Uh-huh. Moving right along, I see.
Battle 1. Fight! Sink in darkness!
Hey! Get in!
Get ready! Get ready! Sink in! Take this!
Ready?
Return to dust! Stay still and let me battle 2. Fight! Sink in darkness! Want to see hell? Souls!
Probably one of my favorites right here.
Sink down with your fear! What a bore! In despair! Not so fast!
Oh, I missed the grab.
Battle 3. Fight!
See, the problem with Cervantes is he doesn't have a lot of horizontal movement, but he's got a lot of verticals and a lot of strength on the ones he hits.
Taste my power! Sink in darkness! Entertain me! Sink in darkness! Not so fast! Not so fast! Not so fast! Not so fast! Sink in darkness! Get ready!
There we go.
Stay still and let me... Battle 4. Fight!
But you see, like, the gun, if I can land those shots, it does a lot of damage. But there's not a lot of vertical, or a lot of horizontal movement I can do. I basically have to make it up as I go to try and make up for the difference. My teleports, though, those are really good. Problem is, they always go in a straight line, so if you side dash Cervantes, you're probably gonna win.
Yes, yes. The more souls I clear, the more my power returns. But it's not enough. I need more than worthless fools. I feel as though I'm f***ing something important. My memory has yet to return. There's something I'm missing.
Something missing, he says. harvesting toughened souls. The most effective way for Cervantes to restore his power was to claim the most tenacious of souls. And, in Cervantes' experience, there was no tougher a soul than that of a pirate who had cut their teeth on the rough seas. With that in mind, he headed for the coastline of northern Europe.
Hey, I was wondering who'd dare pick a fight with us.
You really come here alone?
What? Want to get your hands on our plunder? Plunder means nothing. I came for your souls!
As a true undead captain would do. Just like, I'm coming for you.
Fight! Sane King Darkness! So annoying! Take this! Sink! Take this! Sink!
Alright, Sig that wants to be Sig. Ow.
Take this!
Oh my god.
Out of my sight! Not so fast! Not so fast! Don't! Hurry up and drag! I'll stump you out!
I win.
Want to see hell? Souls will burn! Now to take your soul!
Good old Cervantes.
They were fine souls, but nothing more. I need them even finer. Something's coming back to me.
Hellfire?
As my power returns, so do these black memories. Damn it.
Miserable memories. Cervantes sought the souls with the fervor of someone trying to rid himself of painful memories. Remembering his confrontation with the holy warrior Sephidia, he decided to pay a visit to her Grecian homeland. Oh fuck.
The gods who watch over that girl are worshipped at a temple around here. Is that what my senses are telling me?
Speak! Who are you?
Judging by your arms and armor, you're a guardian, aren't you?
Begone, wretch, before you defile this sanctuary!
Here, I may as well help myself.
Ooh. Not good.
Battle 1. Fight! Sane King Darkness! Sane King Darkness!
Oh no. Goodbye.
Stay still and let me slip. Battle 2. Fight. Feel the pain. Entertain! Not so fast! Not so fast! Entertain me! Sane King Darkness! Want to see hell?
I think he does.
Souls will burn! Now to take your soul! Battle 3. Fight! No chance!
But you see what I'm talking about? Like, horizontals are Cervantes' weakness.
Entertain me! Sane King Darkness! Entertain me! Sane King Darkness! If I struck now, the holy warriors stand no chance. Still, without soul age.
Uh-oh.
Ah, what is happening? Soul age. This pain that is through me. It's the same pain I felt when it was shattered. Could it be? I remember. Yes, yes. The child of the cursed soul. A spare vessel. And I did something. What was it?
Yeah, what did you do to Ivy? Actually, I don't know the answer to this. Spare vessel. Cervantes was on the verge of remembering something significant, but his memory was still failing him. With the hope that doing so would be the spark to ignite the flame, he decided to visit a place from which Soul Edge's aura had suddenly vanished. Ostrinsburg Castle. Oh.
Empty. Soul Edge was here. Of that I'm certain. This remaining fragment. There is no doubt it belongs to Soul Edge. Even a single fragment contains so much power. I remember everything. The child of the sword. My daughter was to be used as a spare vessel for Soul Edge. How much worth must such a fine soul have? If I could fuse the power of the shard with her soul, then perhaps Soul Edge would be reborn. Someone approaches. Could it be a child in the flesh?
No.
What fortuitous timing!
I'm curious, because I don't think it's that. I want it to be Lizard Man or Astaroth. Are you my child? Family reunion. Under the Cursed Sword's rule, the so-called spare vessel, an heir to the sword, was created as a precaution. That vessel was Ivy, Cervantes' daughter. On cursed soil, they came face to face for their fated reunion. Okay, fine. So, they just found each other immediately.
I never thought you'd soil this place with your presence.
It's been long, oh daughter of mine.
It has. But I'm not here to catch up. I'm here to send you back to...
Honestly, I want to fight as Ivy for this battle. Like, I like Cervantes' fighting style, but again, don't necessarily like the character. It's one of those weird things. It's like, I like certain weapons and styles, but I hate the character associated with them. And on the opposite end, I like the character, but I hate the weapon. It's just like, come on. Come the fuck on. Ivy, unfortunately, you don't really have a chance here.
Taste my power! Take this! Not so fast! Not so
Silence!
Sinking darkness!
Not over yet!
Sinking darkness!
I mean, that'll work, I guess.
Battle to fight! Sinking darkness! Entertain me! Take this! Take this! Hurry up! Want to see hell? Souls will burn!
Again, this trading of blows is interesting and all, but
Now to take your soul!
This ends here!
Fight! Sinking darkness!
wow, what a stop.
Extend! Not over yet!
Return to dust!
That'll work. It's not like
Quench my thirst.
a lot of the things that the bots do that normal characters don't do is like 8-way dash.
Yeah. Is that all you've got to say to your father? You can do better than that. Such a disappointment. I thought you said you were going to send me back to hell. Your weak soul is of no value to me.
Mark my words, I shall bury you myself.
And the vendetta was a permanent
I'll
thing.
let you live. For now. I'll be waiting for you, my dear daughter. Come find me when you're stronger. When your soul matches your words. Only then will I claim it and resurrect Soul Edge. When Soul Edge is mine again, the great pirate Captain Cervantes will be back with a vengeance. Yeah!
Also canon. Not the best story, but it's fine. Look how long that tail is. Like, goes on for 4 years, almost. It's nuts. Anyway, Songmina. The girl from the Songjiang. No soul charges or critical edges. Again, another polearm user. Not quite the same as Killick. But she's pretty damn good in her own right.
I'm Songmina. I grew up in the Songjiang run by my father. 3 years ago, I went on a quest for Soul Edge, known as the Sword of Salvation, to protect my land. My quest went pretty well for a time, but then Huang brought me home. I guess it was wrong of me to run off without telling my father and all. He said I must redo all my training, and forced me back into the rigid life I tried to escape. But the truth is, that was the least of my problems.
Lady Mina, would you please marry me?
You again?
No.
Did my father tell you to do this?
Probably.
Stop! I'd be a far better husband than you.
If both of you can beat me, I'll think about it. How does that sound?
What? Us in too!
Yeah, and us too!
Fine. Just come at me all at once.
You know what? That's a girl who's taken a bet, a large risk, and I appreciate that. It's like, listen, any one of you can kick my ass. Maybe. And to have that confidence and be like, yeah, I can take y'all on. Pretty damn good. It feels so good to have that move. Goodbye. I don't know. I might actually like Songmina. Let's give this a shot. She has a pretty good set. It's a lot of wide swings though with a halberd, but it's okay. Oh my god, get obliterated, dude. I wonder what unblockable is. Probably one of my favorite moves too. It's like bring him close and then knock him on his ass.
Anyone showed up today. I was worried that we'd lost all our students.
That day, I was surprised to see Huang home for the first time in a long while. Oh, Huang's my father's best student, and kind of like a mix between my mentor and my big brother. He was called a hero, and the country entrusted him with finding Soul Edge, the Sword of Salvation. My father also wanted me to marry him.
Really though, I can't believe you're already old enough to think about marriage.
I'm not! Those guys were just joking because father keeps talking about wanting a son-in-law over the Dojang.
Oh really? I've never heard him talk about that.
Huh? I mean, I told him not...
So this is where you've been, Huang. Think it's about time.
Yes, Master.
Time for
I'm
what?
Sorry I can't stay longer. Mina, I'm sorry I can't tell you more, but I'm returning to the army. We can protect our homeland with our own hands, even without the Sword of Salvation.
That was that. Wong re-entered the military and now continues to fight for his country. Me, on the other hand, they wouldn't allow me to join the army because I'm a woman. But then what am I supposed to do? I too want to protect our homeland. When you... we, Wong... that include me too?
Mina, that's to me. Do you understand what I mean?
So I can't protect with you because I'm a woman or because I'm strong enough?
Just hurry up and see him off! Silly girl!
What does that even mean? What does that mean at all? Hao Myung and Huang. Fretful memories. It was the last time I would ever see Huang. All I wanted was for us to protect the homeland together, but it felt like no one took me seriously. After that, I found it hard to concentrate on my training. Looking back, I really was clueless back then.
Oh, Mina.
Oh God, no.
All over for you.
Did you come to humiliate me too?
What are you talking about? I'm weak and clumsy, so I respect how strong and bright you are, Mina.
Then you must be really disappointed in me now.
No, of course. Hey, I know. How about Mary?
Wait, what?
Oh God.
I'll make my father admit I'm just as capable as them, no matter what it takes. Now that I think about it, Chol Wan was probably just trying to cheer me up. Next time I see him,
Probably.
I must be nicer. If there ever is a next time.
Jumping right into part 3, aren't we? Yep. Seeking the Sword of Salvation. And so I left home again. I just couldn't think of a way to get my father and Huang to realize my ability. In the end, I thought if I could get my hands on Soul Edge at last, the Sword of Salvation itself, then I'd be able to make them see what I was capable of. It was my second journey to the castle in the west, so I knew the route well, and I arrived in no time.
At that moment, I was just so shaken I couldn't think straight. Ivy, that swordswoman who was also searching for Soul Edge. She was cool, collected, and so mature. She treated me like a child, so I lost my temper and challenged her.
Uh-huh.
No! I'm not done yet!
More fighting will only end in the same result. You're too weak. Farewell.
Hey! Back here!
Well, that was riveting. Thanks for the entertainment. Ugh. That should teach you not to pick fights with people like that again. Sure, you'll get a lot stronger in the future. You're still young, after all.
Hey! Don't treat me like a child!
You are a child. Are you really gonna... You're... Oh my God, song. It's a flashback, and she beats up a man who makes fun of her for losing a fight. Even though he's absolutely 100% correct, and he's still gonna get his ass kicked.
Here you go!
Wait a minute.
Didn't I just tell you to think more carefully about who you pick a fight with?
You also said I could get stronger. Can you teach me how to fight? We can use clubs or whatever. I don't care. That was the first time I met Kong Shu Chung, my master. I needed to get stronger if I wanted to find Soul Edge. So, I focused all my energies on forcing him to become my teacher.
Well, that would explain the Chinese martial arts too. Never a day without training. At first, my training consisted solely of fetching water and running errands to buy alcohol. Probably because I was in such a rush for my skills to be acknowledged. But in time, as I started to focus on becoming stronger, my master began teaching me proper techniques. Perhaps Father too was only... But there's no use thinking on that now. Hang on a moment.
That's it! Looks like you're getting the hang of it.
Well, yeah, because you finally started teaching me for real.
I'm just giving you a simplified version, you know?
And need more.
So, wanna spar again today?
Yeah, I'm tired of losing to a dragon.
Battle 1. Fight!
You're gonna pay now! I've no plans to! Learned your lesson. Yep.
Battle 2. Fight!
Oh my god, that slash. I forgot how good that was. And she's so much faster than she used to be. Which I kind of love.
Have a taste of this!
Now, time to go wild.
Not yet!
Hurry up! Ready? Taya, hurry up! See ya! Go away!
Not yet!
Yep.
There we go.
Battle 3. Fight!
Here you go!
There's the other move. What was that? I want to land that. Oh, that's so cool. It's stupid, but I love it.
Much pride. Just 1 year. You
guess I'll go buy some booze. We can celebrate your victory.
More drinking? Your body will give out one of these days.
You always nag me about it. What are you, my daughter?
There's far more hardworking and accomplished than you. Aren't your family worried about you? Perhaps a wife or a daughter? After all, I often hear you mumbling in your sleep. You're our treasure, Shang. Stuff like that.
Huh? You've been hearing things. Now get back to your training.
Fine, fine. Off you go. But Master never came back. I've no right to teach you proper rod techniques. You need to carve your own fate. That was all he left me, scrawled in a note. I can't believe he kept me waiting all night. It made me pretty mad.
Interesting. The Malfested. I was annoyed by my master had left me, but then again, I was being insensitive. He would talk in his sleep, apologizing to someone called Shang Fei and another called Shang Lian. Perhaps he set off to carve out a new fate for himself. I hope so, at least. Wait a minute. Was he the dad? That would make sense, but why is he still alive?
After that, I traveled about, exploring ruins and underground labyrinths, ever in search of Soul Edge. My travels went well, but memories of everyone back home kept resurfacing in my mind. I was sure Father and Huang must have been worried about me. And I was worried whether my homeland had been invaded by lands east. When you said we, Huang, did that include me too?
Mina, that's not up to me. Do you understand?
What was Huang trying to tell me back then?
Traveler! Help! My family!
Are you okay? Such terrible wounds.
Take this.
Lizard Man!
This thing?
It's a lizard, of course. I love and adore that move. It's so stupid, but I love it.
I carried the man to the nearest oasis village, but he didn't make it. What he had handed me was an illustrated map and a metal plate with a snake crest carved on it. As soon as I showed them to the villagers, I could see the color drain from their faces.
Figo Sestimus. I knew it had to be those demons.
I suppose there's nothing then.
But a bunch of people were kidnapped. Don't you want to save your families?
Of course, but we can't fight them. You should leave here while you still can.
We don't want to get outsiders involved, especially a young girl like you.
What? You'd think I'd be useless?
Why do you keep doing this?
It's merely what you intend to do is not what we desire.
I don't care. I'm tired of feeling as if I need someone's approval to do those dear to me. I'm going to save all of you. And my homeland, too.
He's gone.
Where is that girl heading?
Who are you?
Huang! Depths of darkness. Even without the Sword of Salvation, even if I wasn't ready, I was still determined to protect my homeland and those I loved no matter what. I didn't care how strong the enemy was. I'd rather have lost than just stand by in silence. Thinking back now, it's a wonder I could be so naive.
I followed the map to a vast underground temple. I managed to sneak in, but the unsettling atmosphere and weird smell quickly got to me. There were a lot of creepy instruments strewn around the place, but the creepiest thing of all was... What's this huge container for? Ugh, it's all gloopy. It reminds me of that monster. These are the villagers. They're still alive. What a relief. Are those lizards in there?
The answer is probably.
There you are.
Again, Songmina, we've got to work on your stealth. Just a smidgen. Just a small amount. There is no bad time to use this move, ever. That's one. Oh.
You no hesitation when faced with our chimeras. You're from the village, are you?
You threatened the villagers, didn't you?
A rude accusation. They simply know the truth, that's all. They know these chimeras were once their family members.
What? You mean
Yep.
We need finest ingredients to make the finest chimeras. That settlement is our lab, and the bait we use to catch traveling warriors.
That's why they didn't want me to get involved.
What? Weren't you prepared to fight? So be it. I have many uses for a fine female warrior like you.
Yes. I didn't understand what it really meant to fight. All I could think about was protecting my homeland and proving myself. At long last, I realized what a child I'd been, but it was too late.
A flash cleaves the shadows. This diary of my journey is coming to an end. I've discovered a lot about myself. It feels as though my life is about to turn a corner. I hope this diary someday reaches my father and Huang.
What are you doing? Writing your will? Sorry. You're not going to die just yet. The High Priest has taken an interest in you. You'll be heading off to our headquarters, along with this fellow. This is the girl I spoke of earlier, sir.
I thought you were going to save your land.
Huh? That voice.
I shall vanquish the evils of the ages.
What are you doing?
The villagers told me how to get here.
Those maggots! If you will leave here alive!
You sure about that?
Yeah! We're gonna fight too! We need to save her!
The words of those who really love their country possess a that spurs others to action. Those who can move souls are what you call heroes.
I don't care what sort of damage it causes. Unleash our latest experimental chimera!
Mina, can you fight? You should finish this with your own.
Okay. I will never lose!
Okay. I'm never gonna get it. Oh, well, not what I was expecting.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
It's fine. Honestly, I didn't expect the undershot to actually go through, but it got me. I thought my counter was going to go through, but it did not. Alright, could you not do that thing you're doing right now? What? I'm not going to get meter. I want it, but I'm not going to get it. Ow.
Time to vanquish the evils of the ages. You're gonna pay now.
Again, blocked.
The soul of a warrior now lays here.
It's
to
like,
rest.
alright, that's fine. I get it. I'm used to hard battles. And it's not necessarily hard, it's just I want to get that ending super. Because I haven't gotten it once yet. There we go.
I've no plans to. Would you knock it off? No way!
What was that?
You're gonna pay now.
Come on!
Did I win?
Mina!
Kind of.
Wong?
Well done, Mina. It's not up to me whether we includes you. Now, do you understand what I meant?
Yeah.
Now, let's go home. It's time to take a break from searching for Soul Edge. We can protect our homeland with our own hands, even without the Sword of Salvation. Can we not?
Yeah! Hey, Wong. What happened to your job with the Navy?
Recently, I realized something very important.
Really? But you're so much older than me. I know. This is embarrassing, so give me a piggyback ride like you used to do.
I thought you said you hated piggyback rides because they were too childish?
The names of the
Okay. Whatever. Saved her from a cult yet again. Oh. Their names shall live on. Completed 10 character stories in Soul Chronicle. Alright, I can probably wrap this up with Astaroth, so why not? Let's do it. Not really exciting, but whatever. A cataclysm is born.
The malevolent cult Fegal Sestimus, or the Guardians of Truth, worshippers of Palgea, the god of destruction. In preparation for the day when all will be cleansed, the group performed horrific ceremonies and experiments in underground shrines across the globe. In 1583, which the group calls the Year of with Palgea the Executioner, deliver the Sword of Judgment, Soul Edge, to my altar. Only then can the purification begin. Upon hearing this revelation, High Priest Krumpetku devoted himself to the nefarious forbidden arts in order to create a golem of fearsome power. Now, Astaroth, a warrior forged by human hands for the sake of claiming Soul Edge, is nearing his awakening.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Are you certain this is a good idea, Your Grace?
Do not fear. This Golem of Astaroth is embedded with a special core bestowed upon us by the Great One himself. It will bring Soul Edge to full Sestimus. He moves. Are we ready?
Yes, I shall bring the chimeras now.
Can you hear it, puppet? The voice of care.
Where is I? Feel rage!
Quite good physicality for a human experiment. But your mind is still crude. Even if you do obtain Soul Edge, it will enslave you. On Ares' request, I shall grant you aid this once.
What you do?
You now possess the memories of various fallen warriors. Enemies approach. Show me you can destroy all who challenge you.
The Shadowman. Oh.
Shut up! Where'd you go? Time to die! KO!
Not a fan of this look he's got going on, but you know, it's whatever. Rip.
I could get used to this. Just look at me go.
You are
He's a little smarter now.
Your master, the war god Ares, deserves your thanks for bestowing upon you such wisdom and skill.
A war god? So he is my master.
splendid. The chimeras were swatted like flies. Do you see? This is what my research has brought us. I am worthy, God.
This human doesn't know his place. Should I kill him?
I, the High Priest Kunpetku, ruler of Mother Earth, command you! O Astaroth, claim Soul Edge and present Algea the Executioner. All shall know the story of Kunpetku and fear Astamus.
This fool will pay for ordering me around. But for now, our objectives are the same. I'll use him to my advantage. I am ready, Kunpetku, my lord.
Well, at least he's a little bit smarter now. Under Kunpetku's orders, Astaroth made his way straight to Europe with an army of lizardmen in tow. Half-man, half-beast warriors spliced together by the cult. With the memory of numerous warriors' grisly fates bestowed upon him by Kerr, the agent of death, Astaroth found it easy to follow the scent of death expelled by Soul Edge. Revolt of the Heretic.
A mission to get a sword? Talk about boring. Okay, wake up. I'm yawning. I need to see action. You too, huh? Your blood must be pumping hard, keeping all those lizards in line, hmm?
This is as far as you go, you pitiful drones! That opportunist Kunpetku cannot be trusted to lead. Kalnipalk, priest of Mars, has ordered the cleansing to begin. Likewise, Kelnipolk, priest of Venus, says...
Silence already!
And
I don't care about squabbles between lowly worms.
That is an interesting throw. Not gonna lie. Just like, spike?
Stop making noise! Good. You're quiet now.
All right then. That'll work.
Damn Kunpetku! Ah!
Of all the stupid last words. Bunch of idiots. Still, that yell is kind of amusing. It's a shame a worm's dying scream can only be heard once. Tell me this, Kerr. Is Ares obsessed with cleaning?
Even amongst the gods, he is renowned for his cleanliness. You could learn a lot from him. However, you should focus on your goal.
I like this one. Straight to the point.
I shall take care of all the rubbish you collect. It should have its uses.
Okay then. The will of the gods. Cleansing Kupaktu's enemies without mercy as he went, Astaroth continued on his way, the scent of death death growing stronger all the time. Upon reaching Europe, he discovered the genesis of all the chaos was a being by the name of Nightmare.
Nightmare caused all this destruction? How dare he go so far? How dare he? There's nothing left for me to kill!
We have you now, you abominations! Your evil ends here! Ares, god of war, grant us your protection!
God of war? Now you've really made me mad! You're gonna wish I just killed you!
Oh no. The wrong god to worship. Considering Astaroth is basically Ares' tool. I want to get this grab though, if I can. Okay, it wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be, but that's fine. Again, for as big as an axe as Astaroth has, he's more of a command grab character anyway, which is the sad part, because it's like, I want him to use the axe.
Remind me of yours. Not that it matters.
It is the Athenian style.
Right.
Or Grecian style.
Kerr, you know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Astute as ever, Astaroth, for various reasons. Those humans were also blessed with the power of your master, Ares.
Seems like even war gods have a lot on their plates. Still, it's none of my concern, as long as I get to run wild.
Master of the Cursed Sword. Though irritated by the whims of the gods, Astaroth finally entered Nightmare's dilapidated castle. The smell of death was overwhelming. Before he knew it, he was surrounded by a group of twisted creatures and the Azure Knight himself, who wielded an immense sword with a single eye.
run. So kindly just offer your soul to our leader. So this is why rumors surrounding the castle don't spread, despite the endless massacres. Correct. Dead men tell no tales. However, if you were to join the... You insignificant maggot! I'll your head with my bare hands! Hey, lizard brains, hold off!
I'm just gonna take it that we can't actually win this fight.
Stop making! Good! You're quiet now!
Uh-huh.
Time to die!
Ow. Fuck.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
That's the problem with that command grab. Like, it takes too long. I've got to do back grabs more often. I do get hyper armor, but it's not a lot.
Begin. Time to die. Useless.
Also, not a fan of moves that just do not work together, and Astaroth does not have a good chain. Or at least not a good chain that makes it worth using. And again, for a guy so big, you'd think you'd be able to swing that thing all over the place with no problem, but it's just like, no. That'll work.
Impressive Astaroth cult follower. The regular Malfested are no match for you.
Nightmare, right? Tell me what you know.
I shall be direct. I wish to use power to resurrect Soul Edge.
Should you agree to cooperate, you can kill as your heart desires. An attractive offer, no?
What do you think, Kerr?
Though he is cunning, he speaks the truth. At present, Soul Edge is at half its usual power. Ares would not be happy receiving it in such a state.
Okay, I'll play your game.
As a token of my gratitude, I shall bestow upon you a title.
Each?
Azeroth, you shall be Sinister Sable. Lizard Man, you shall be Base Vert.
What? Thanks?
Yeah, what's with the titles? Is that what the thing was with Ivy? It's like, give her a title? That's such a stupid thing. The cult's suspicions deepened. Soul Edge was incomplete. Not at all fit for his master, Astaroth surmised. To restore the sword back to full strength, he would have to cooperate with Nightmare for the time being. Besides, if worst came to worst, Astaroth could kill him in his sleep at any time. However, the malevolent cult saw Astaroth as having become too complacent and dispatched someone to deal with him.
Don't tell me you're gonna betray Lord Kunpetku.
Ridiculous. We were charged with finding and claiming the sword Soul...
The High Priest told me to claim Soul Edge. So then, you defy me. That is the same as defying Kunpetku.
Why are you underhand me?
What the High Priest wills, Paldea wills too. So it is you who defied our god and must die. Anyway, send the message to prepare more. I don't care if they're golems, lizards, or automatons.
Yes, sir!
It's almost time to speak. If I just crush that brat Killick and Ivy, Soul Edge should get pretty full.
How do you know about Killick and all? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You haven't met, as far as I know. No, wait, no, they did. They met on the docks. I forgot. Banquet of Blood. Sensing Soul Edge was near completion, Astaroth prepared for his rebellion. While lying in wait in Ostrinsburg Castle for a high-quality soul to reap, he sensed a tiny slither of Death's aura, so slight as to be imperceptible to humans.
Are you aware that someone has taken the hidden path?
Of course. They carry a similar odor to that brat. There's no point in hiding. Your stench gives you away. You smell like a rotting carcass in a den.
Blast.
I know what you're thinking. React the same way. He looks strong, probably slow and stupid. I can't describe how good it feels to defy expectations.
I admit, I am shocked. You both have a way with words and smells.
As I'm in a good mood, I'll overlook your insolence. But you reek of one modified by human hands, the most repugnant of odors to me. I can't nightmare feast
rotten garbage.
Oh boy. This won't be an easy fight. I can already tell. Grows quick.
I shall
Try me if you think you really can. You die too.
Here's your promise.
You wanna fight?
I thought so.
Ow.
This is my mission.
Is that it?
Yeah, this is not gonna go well.
Battle 2. Fight.
Mostly because Astaroth's moveset is terrible. And slow. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Get out of here.
Will be erased.
Of course, just ignore mine.
As reported.
Hey. This is the worst. I can't.
You hurt?
Foul beast.
Stop making noise! Stop moaning! Wake up! Take this!
This is my mission.
Time to die!
Battle 4. Fight.
You will pass!
Take this. Take this.
Time to die!
Take this.
Yeah! You die too!
Feel my blade.
I'm just gonna keep. Yeah, like that's all I can really do.
Here's your promise.
You dare!
shouldn't have won this fight. I'm not even gonna lie.
As
Astaroth has such a fucking awful moveset. Like, just fucking terrible.
Okay. What now?
Still trying to think of a way out. You do realize I can smell the odor of in this castle too. As long as I'm here, you're getting through. Ha! Wriggle, you worm! As long as God of War protects me, I'm indestructible. All who defy me shall feel his divine wrath. This day can't get any better. I'm gonna kill both Nightmare and that loathsome woman. Then I will present Ares with the fully resurrected Soul Edge. And once that's over, I'll...
Yeah, what will you do?
Something wrong? You appear quite rattled.
Enough! It's nothing. First, I'm gonna deal with Ivy. Damn it! Now my day's utterly ruined!
What an oddball. He's like, I don't have any plans after getting Soul Edge to my master. Okay. So, if all's to be believed, next time it'll be Nightfare, Siegfried, Sophidia, Valdo, and maybe Yoshi, depending on how quickly these go. We'll see. But, yeah, only a couple more of these to go, and then we should be good. Alright, I will see everybody next time. Bye-bye.